I really love Star Trek. Now, I'm not talking about the entire Star Trek franchise. I'm specifically talking about the original series. That is my favorite television series of all time. If I were to be stranded on a desert island and could somehow watch any television series, if I could get one that would teach me about boat building or desert island survival, then maybe I would get that series. But the next one on the list would be Star Trek: The Original Series. I love it. Okay. Next Generation wasn't really my bag. There's maybe a handful of episodes there that are great. A few more that are good and tolerable. But for the most part, the original series had just incredible scripts for the first 2 years. The third season, okay, yeah, it started to falter a little bit, but even still, it was really, really good. Better than a lot of stuff that you see on TV today. And like I said, better than, Next Generation, which I never really liked a whole lot. Mostly because they did that little thing where they have the 3 intertwined plots in one episode. I don't know. It was too much like Love Boat or Fantasy Island. They didn't have a good, strong script, so they threw 3 of them at you, and hopefully one of them would stick. I watched a little bit of DS9, but, maybe the first season, maybe into the second, but I don't know, just never really thrilled me. Voyager, I think I watched 1 or 2 episodes. I caught a couple episodes of Enterprise, but you see, I don't have television in my house. I mean, I have TVs in my house, okay? But we're not hooked up to a signal. So, you've got to get a DVD or, VHS tape or, something like that. I mean, I guess if somebody brought a laser disc over, we could do that too. But I've got DVD players and I've got VHS players here, but, that's it. So, I couldn't really watch Enterprise. It just wasn't, available to me, and I don't know, it's just never really stuck. The other shows, they were on, and I did have TV signal to the house. It's not that I'm really against television. I mean, for the most part, TV does suck, okay? But I live in this valley here where I can't get an off-air signal, and I don't have the opportunity to even get cable. And we had the satellite dish, the little satellite dish for a little while, but that was just really expensive. And then the receiver broke, and we had to get another receiver, and that was going to be $100. And I'm like, I really don't want to pay $100 to have to pay another 30, 40, $50 a month to get that crap. So we just gave up on TV. But back to Star Trek, because I love Star Trek. I didn't want to talk about TV. I wanted to talk about Star Trek. So maybe Enterprise was okay. I wouldn't know. I didn't bother to, go rent tapes or discs for that. But the other ones, they kind of didn't really work for me. But original series, I love it. Kirk and Spock and Bones, they do all this crazy crap, have their crazy adventures. Scotty can fix anything. Uhura, she's up there on the bridge. She's always handling all this crap, never gets, crazy. Sulu, he can fly out of anything. And Chekhov, I'm not exactly sure why he was there, but he was funny. I just loved the show. I'm not one of these crazy Trekkie types. Okay, I've been to 2 or maybe 3 Star Trek conventions in my life. Not real big on it. And I think one generic sci-fi convention. But I was there with my oldest kid when she was a baby. So that was a while ago. That was the last time. And there's some crazy stories there, but they're non-Star Trek related, so I'm going to have to save them for another video. Because this is just about Star Trek, because I love it. Did I mention that? Okay. So I love Star Trek, and I mentioned because I like the characters, and I love the plots. I mean, they're just great. I mean, I used to watch Star Trek with my dad. Now, this was in reruns, okay? I'm a little bit too young to have watched it first time around. But in reruns, we would watch it like from 7 to 8 o'clock on weeknights, okay? And I would get my homework done, if at all possible, by 7. And I'm ashamed to say it, but I even would lie and say my homework was done if it wasn't done by 7, just so I could watch Star Trek. And we would watch it, and that was great. That's one of the most fond memories of my childhood. Me and my dad watching Star Trek, and that was just great. The lessons I learned there have carried me through to this day. And, you know, I mean, like I said, Star Trek is a huge influence on my life, almost as big as my parents, just not quite. But not, like I said, not that I run around dressed, in my Star Trek uniform, although, okay, yeah, I do have one. Red. Engineering, not security. I'm a geek, I'm not stupid. So, yeah, not that I go around, with this live long and prosper crap, but although, yeah, okay, yeah, I do that. And I have taught my kids the little sign there, live long and prosper. And they kind of can do it. My youngest, he's 3 years old. And we recently picked up real cheap a VHS set of the original series. Before that, I just had a tape here or there, and yeah, I bootlegged a few episodes as well. But would watch them, whenever I could. Now, it's been about 10 years since I sat down and watched most of these episodes. And I'm loving them now. And my 3-year-old, when he sees them, he starts yelling, "The captain! The captain! The captain!" He runs into the other room, tells my wife, "The captain! The captain!" And he loves it. Whenever they play, like, the dramatic music, he's always going, "Oh, oh." And the older kids, they love it, too. They're always like, "Oh, how are we going to get out of this one?" Because this is, like, the first time they've seen it. And I'll tell you, if you like Star Trek, watch it with kids who've never seen it before, and it's even more fun. So, I love Star Trek. What can I say? And I wanted to make this video as opposed to all the other crazy videos that I've been making about stuff that, I don't know. It's kind of important, but it's not Star Trek. So, thanks for watching.